Some days I just don't have time to get in a nice flowy yoga class to wake up and a workout class. And if this is true for you too, welcome to your perfect morning yoga session. Join me here in Cyprus for a dynamic yoga flow designed to awaken your body, boost your metabolism, and set a positive tone for the day ahead. In this energizing Yogalates class, we'll combine stretching and calorie-burning sequences to help you feel rejuvenated and empowered. From energizing flows to targeted core exercises, each pose is carefully curated to maximize your workout and leave you feeling refreshed and accomplished. So step onto your mat, grab some water, and join me for this transformative morning yoga workout. Let's get ready to rise and shine our brightest. All right, let's come to a mountain pose at the top of the mat. Bring your arms up to each side, palms facing away from you, and begin to rotate your arms. Fingers pointing down, fingers pointing up. Just making nice arches with your fingertips. Beginning to awaken the arms. And when you're ready, reach your arms up to the sky and folding forward into a nice forward fold. Reach your arms behind you, lifting up a little bit and then sinking into your fold, activating the muscles in your arms. And then drop them as you lift up and roll up to standing, reaching up, and hands come down to heart. Let's reach up again, and exhale, fold forward, reach back, maybe up to the sky behind your back, and inhale, let's roll up, coming back to standing, and palms together, hands come down to heart. Taking a moment to ground into your mat, setting an intention for your practice. Whatever it is you need to do this morning, maybe it's letting go of something, maybe it's connecting to something. Just take a moment for that right now. And we're going to get started grounding into our right foot, lifting the left heel. Begin to stretch that leg back behind you, bringing your chest down. Hands can stay at your heart or come behind you or maybe to the sides or forward. Finding a nice warrior 3 pose to get started. Bending into that standing leg. And when you're ready, we're going to drop that back foot, finding a nice stable warrior 2. Reaching forward, reaching back, moving between these 2 positions in warrior 2. And let's come to a neutral warrior. When you're ready, lift that back heel, twisting to the right side, twisted warrior, looking over your hand or just to the side. And coming back to center, high lunge, reach the arms up. Bend that back knee, release it to the mat. You can untuck your toes. And just getting a nice stretch through that left psoas. Bring the hands down, lift the back knee, straightening the right leg, folding over that leg, pyramid pose. Making any adjustments that you need to. And let's bend that back knee again, bring it to the mat and reach up to the sky for low lunge. And down again, pyramid pose. Flowing between these 2 positions. Moving with your breath, inhaling, coming up. And exhale, folding forward into pyramid pose. Let your breath be your guide. And now we're going to find our first workout exercise. So from pyramid pose, let's find a high lunge, bending both knees, lift up as you straighten, exhale, bend. Just doing some nice lunges here. Down and bend, up and straighten. Getting a nice bend in both knees when you come down. All right, let's hold down at the bottom, both knees bent, and shift your weight forward, coming onto that right foot. Left knee lifts to the sky, hands at your heart. Let's cross that left ankle over your right knee, squatting down into a standing pigeon pose. Hold and breathe. You can switch to eagle pose if you'd like to. Just crossing that left knee over the right knee, tucking the toes behind the standing ankle. And let's straighten up, lift the left knee. And we're going to bring that left knee behind the right ankle, hovering it above the mat, and then lift up straight, knee to sky. And when you're ready, we're going to reach that left foot back to the mat, twisted lunge. Left hand on the mat, right arm reaching up to the sky. And inhale, let's reach up, right hand to the back knee, opening up through the chest, bending into your right knee. Breathe into this, breathe into the front body. And then we're going to shift everything onto that right foot. Warrior 3 again. Trying to make a straight line with your body. Maybe bringing your fingers down to the mat for standing splits. And then step that back foot back into a pyramid pose again, straightening both legs. And let's turn to the left side. Both toes are going to face on the left side, turned in just slightly, and just folding forward into a wide-legged forward fold, allowing your head to hang down. Opening up through the hips, opening up through the inner thighs, the hamstrings. Bringing your legs wider if you need to. And then slowly begin to shift from one knee to the other, bending into one knee. Switching to the other side, straightening the opposite leg. Just getting some motion into your body. And let's come back up to our forward fold. This time reach your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together. And when you're ready, we're going to come back to center, pivoting to face everything forward. Back knee on the mat, hands on the mat, or on your knee. Finding a nice low lunge. Breathing into the stretch, and then bring the hands down to the mat. Step the front foot forward into chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's drop it down, forward fold. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows out. Lift up the chest to chair pose, and then exhale, forward fold. Moving with your breath. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, exhale down. All right, let's bring those feet wide on the mat, sitting down to our Malasana. Reach up and squat down, Malasana squats. So our knees are wide, our feet are wide on the mat, down and coming up. Another great exercise for our glutes, for our legs. And let's come to center, reach up to the sky. Hands come down to heart, taking a moment to just ground down, recenter, reconnecting to your intention for this morning. And now we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, so grounding into the left foot, reach the right leg back into a warrior 3. Bring your hands wherever you like. And then finding a warrior 2, stepping it back. Bending into the left knee. Strong gaze forward as we reach forward and reach back. Forward and back. Moving at your own pace. Maybe you take it slower, maybe you take it faster. Move with your breath. Let's come back to warrior 2. Deep breath in. And exhale, we're going to lift that back heel. Slowly rotate and twist to the opposite side. Reaching back with your left hand now, right arm forward. Still bending into that left knee. And back to center, reach the arms up to the sky for a nice high lunge. Drop that back knee to the mat, sinking forward into a low lunge. Hands can come onto your knee. Let's reach up. Exhale, folding over your front leg as it straightens. Inhale, come back to low lunge. Exhale, down to pyramid pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, moving with your breath. Let your body guide you. Let your breath guide you through these movements. And from here, we're going to come up, both legs straighten. Exhale, bend both knees, hovering the bottom knee above the mat, and then up. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. This exercise is wonderful for the thighs and the glutes. All right, let's shift everything forward to come to standing at the top of the mat on the left foot, knee to the sky. And coming into a standing pigeon. Your arms can reach up or be at your heart. Or you can take an eagle pose with your hands at your heart. And let's lift up, knee to the sky. Exhale, bring it back behind your ankle and lift up. So hovering the knee behind your left heel. Let's reach it up, reach the arms up. And exhale, step that right foot to the back of the mat, right hand down to the mat, reaching up with the left arm. Nice twisting pose here. Deep breath in as we release that left hand to the back of the right knee. Right arm is reaching up to the sky, bending into the left knee. Keep breathing. Hold. Opening up through the chest. And then shifting forward into warrior 3. All of your weight comes into the left foot, the left leg again. And drop the hands down, standing split. And let's bring that right foot to the back of the mat, to a nice pyramid pose, folding over that front leg. And then let's walk the hands over to the length of the mat. Bring your toes wide, bringing your legs wide on the mat, reaching for your feet or your ankles. Wide-legged forward fold. And then begin to bend into one knee, just shifting from side to side for a quick little deeper stretch. And then bringing the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers as you drop those hands over your head. And then release and bring everything to face forward, low lunge. Hands can come to your knee. Let's find a high lunge and then step it forward into chair pose. And exhale, finding mountain pose. Grounding into the mat, reconnecting with your breath, with your intention. And let's drop the hands, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Bend both knees and step to plank. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. And exhale, finding a nice downward facing dog. Stretching out your shoulders, stretching out those hamstrings. Your knees can be slightly bent. Let's come back to a plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists. Step your feet into a bear stance, so knees hovering above the mat. Activating your core. And from here, we're just going to practice our crow pose. So if this is your first time doing this, don't worry about it, but it's fun to try. So bring your hands down to the mat. Try to balance your knees on your elbows. So making a shelf with your elbows. Maybe only lifting one foot at a time, or if you're comfortable, trying both. And then just stepping back to a bear stance. We're going to extend the right leg, touch the left fingertips to the right toes, and twist to the opposite side. Left toes to the right hand, switching back and forth. Let's come back to a bear stance, step to plank. Holding in a nice, strong, solid plank. Deep breath in. Don't lose your breath connection. And exhale, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you exhale, again, let's bring those knees down to the mat, finding a wide-legged child's pose. Reaching the arms forward, stretching out the back, releasing your forehead to the mat and breathing deep. Letting go of any tension you've been feeling in your body. And with your next breath, let's inhale and come up. We're going to come to our right side first. So come onto your right elbow, left arm up, and just kick that left leg up to touch your toes to your hand. That's all we're focused on right now, is kicking up with power and control. Let's hold it at the top, maybe grab onto your toes. Feeling a nice stretch. You can hold onto your ankle as well. Let's let go for a few seconds, hold it up. Try to bring that foot and the hand into contact. Active stretch. And then bringing that leg down to the front, reach it back and up. Forward, back, and up. Forward, back, and up. Forward, back, and up. Activating many muscles at the same time with this exercise. Bring it forward and begin to just pump up and down. All right, let's bring it down, stretching everything out. Come down off of your elbow, hand behind your head. And we're going to do double leg lifts, so lifting both legs up at the same time. Let's hold at the top. And begin to scissor your legs back and forth. Keeping both legs lifted. Bring them together. Lifting up. Holding, holding, holding. And drop them down. Beautiful job. Whew. Let's roll onto the opposite side, so coming onto your elbow. Head in your hand. Reaching up with the right arm. Kicking your right leg up to touch your hand. So lots of power, lots of control as well. Let's hold at the top, stretching into that leg. Keep lifting, active stretch, then drop that foot forward, back, and lift up. Bring the leg down, back, and up. Down, back, and up. So again, lots of control. Purposeful movements. I know it's hard when your muscles are screaming, but try to keep purpose in your movements. And let's pump. Pumping it up and down in front of us. And just stretching out that leg, keeping it lifted. Let's stretch out the other leg and lift them together. Lift and down, lift and down. Trying to keep them connected as much as you can. Hold at the top and begin to scissor the legs. Let's hold again, lifting them up and release them down. Great job. Coming onto your belly. And let's place the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, finding a nice Sphinx pose. Reaching up through the crown of the head. If you'd like to take the stretch a little bit deeper, lift the elbows off of the mat. And bring the elbows back down. Breathing deep, tuck your toes here. And then finding an upward facing dog and lift it back to downward facing dog. Let's bring the knees down, walk the hands back, coming up to our knees, placing our hands on our lower back, finding a nice camel. If you'd like to take this further, bringing your hands down to your heels, your toes can be tucked, or if you need a deeper stretch, untuck the toes. And just opening up through the chest, through the front side of your body, looking behind you. And then let's bring the hands onto the small of the back, lift up to neutral spine, and then sitting down onto your heels, and then coming onto the seated position and butterfly pose. Let's take a nice stretch. Sitting up tall and then folding forward. Opening up through our hips. And again, reconnecting to your breath. Every time you inhale, maybe coming up just a little bit, and with every exhale coming down. All right, let's lift up and just bring your back to the mat. Going to bring the soles of our feet together, opening up the knees into our Supta Baddha Konasana, or supine butterfly pose. Your arms are at your sides, just relaxing, letting any tension go. And you can stay here or go ahead and find Shavasana, extending out your legs. Just relaxing every muscle in your body. Breathing deeply. Let's begin to bring some movement into the body. Reach your arms up over your head, stretch out your feet and your legs. And then coming to a seated position in the center of the mat. Let's end our class with one last breath together. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring hands to heart. Taking a moment of gratitude for whatever you feel thankful for in this moment. And thank you so much for practicing with me. And I hope to see you again soon for our next video. Namaste. If you enjoyed this morning yoga workout, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest yoga videos. And as always, thank you so much for being here and for your support.